I never imagined the day would come when my own son would look me in the eyes and tell me, "You're not invited, not to a wedding, not to a party with friends, but to my grandchild's birthday, the child whose first steps I helped guide, the child who used to fall asleep in my arms, the child who called me Grandma before she could say her own name." That day I didn't scream. I didn't argue. I didn't beg. I simply nodded, picked up my purse, and quietly walked away. But what my son didn't know was this. That walk was the moment I began cutting them off. My granddaughter Lily was my heart outside my body. Every Friday I baked cookies just for her. Chocolate chip, slightly burnt in the way she liked. When her parents were busy, I was the one they called. When she was sick, I slept beside her bed. When she cried at night, my arms were her safe place. I never overstepped. I never interfered. I respected boundaries. I thought love was enough. I was wrong. My son Daniel changed after marriage. Not overnight. Slowly. Quietly. Dangerously. Phone calls shortened. Visits became rare. Smiles turned forced. And then came Emily, his wife. She never liked me. She smiled politely, but her eyes were cold. I tried, God knows I tried. I brought gifts. I apologized even when I didn't know why. I stayed quiet when my heart wanted to speak. Still, I became invisible. One afternoon, I sent a simple text. "What time is Lily's birthday party?" "I'm baking her favorite cake." The reply came hours later. From my son. Not a call. Not even a voice note. Just words on a screen. "Mom, we've decided it's best if you don't come." My hands trembled. I typed back. Did I do something wrong? 3 dots appeared, then disappeared. Finally, "It's just better this way." No explanation. No reason. Just rejection. I sat alone on my couch. The cake ingredients still on the table. The decorations I bought hidden in a bag. I replayed every memory, searching for my crime. Was I too loving, too present, too replaceable? That night I cried so quietly, even the walls didn't hear me. But something else grew inside me. Not anger, clarity. On Lily's birthday, I didn't show up. I didn't call. I didn't send gifts. Instead, I sat in my car, outside a park miles away, and watched families celebrate. Grandparents holding balloons. Children laughing. I whispered, "Happy birthday, my angel." And then I made a decision. If I was so easy to erase, then I would stop begging to exist. I didn't announce anything. I simply stepped back. No calls. No messages. No surprise visits. When Daniel texted days later, "Are you okay?" I replied, "Yes, just giving you space." He didn't respond. Weeks passed. A month later, the phone rang. Daniel. His voice sounded tired. "Mom, we need help." Emily had lost childcare. Work schedules were collapsing. Bills were tight. The same woman, who said it was better if I stayed away, now needed me. I listened, quietly. When he finished, there was silence. Then I said softly, "I understand." He sighed in relief. But then I added, "I won't be able to help." "What?" he snapped. I continued, calm but firm. "You showed me where I stand in your life." I respected that. "Mom, it was just a party." I interrupted gently. "No, it was a message. I was good enough to raise you, good enough to support you, but not good enough to celebrate your child." My voice didn't shake. "I won't fight for a place. You decided to take away." He tried to argue, to justify, to blame Emily. I stopped him. "This is your family. Your choice." Days passed, then weeks. Emily never called, but Daniel did. More often now, more gently. I stayed kind, but distant. I loved my grandchild, but I finally loved myself too. I didn't scream. I didn't expose them. I didn't demand apologies. I simply withdrew my presence. And that absence spoke louder than any argument. Because the truth is, you don't realize the value of someone until they stop showing up to save you. I still pray for Lily every night. I still love my son, but I no longer beg to be treated with dignity, because respect should never be conditional. And sometimes, the strongest revenge is choosing peace over people who made you feel small.